Welcome back, everybody. We have a new cast member joining us.
Two new cast members.
Oh, I meant that you had taken off your wig, but
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I
Never
did that. It was itchy.
Well, I guess we do have two new cast members, Poa, and I'm afraid I don't know this cat's name.
Navi.
Avi?
Navi.
Not.
Like the fairy.
Like, listen!
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys are sailing your way up this river. You haven't quite made it up the river yet. Let's not skip ahead, y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all. Talk to me about the way that you sail up this river. Are there any precautions? Do you go in normal ship form? Do you reduce to like rowboat form? Do you... What's the dealio with the river?
I asked our navigator if he's climbed ice cap. He probably knows this region pretty well. Anyone around here that would notice a ship?
There are some woodsmen out here that keep the forest and hunt for it, but it's a pretty dangerous section of woodland, if you ask me. I'd be surprised if there's anyone around, and if they were, well, it'd be a while before they could get to any serious place. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Pine Spur before, but that place lost its wall and most of its army. Whenever it was that Eridon came and conquered us, conquered my ancestors, I guess. No.
Hey.
Well, seems like we can just go as planned then.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
I forgot that the reason combat was going to be hard is that I can't access my spells list on Regal Goblins.
Oh, why can't you access your list?
I'm getting a 403.
403?
Not allowed to access this address. It's forbidden.
Can you try opening a browser in incognito mode? Because that's probably like an old error that is being held over. Or trying a new browser. Because the
You're probably
site
right.
had some issues last week.
Nope. Doesn't work incognito.
Wait, what?
I can just make up spells, Neil.
Fehana, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting it. What the hell's going on with Fehana? Everything else is working.
Maybe she forgot how to magic.
That would be unfortunate.
I mean, as far as the other characters know, there's no magic at all, so what are you talking about?
Right. Is it just the index page that's dying, or is it...
I can't access anything on it. Let me see. Yeah, no.
Alright, I'm going to send you 2 links
Okay.
via Zoom. We're going to do a quick troubleshoot. If neither of these work, then we are up a creek without a paddle.
First one does not work.
Uh-oh. That's probably the end of it then, because this is probably
Okay.
the link you're already using.
I can just kick and punch.
Okay. Most unfortunate. Anywho, let's change the music to more appropriate sailing up a river music. Or,
Oh, I get it. Up a creek without a paddle.
Thank you.
I get it.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Okay. A little late, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it was a little late.
Better that somebody understood it than no one, though. I will take late humor.
You guys are sailing your ship up the river when a movement in the branches above you directs your eyes upward to the largest spider you have ever seen in your entire life. It is maybe 10 feet long and, including its leg span, 20 feet across. It is hovering almost directly above the ship as you guys take a moment and take stock of, oh my god, there's a huge ass spider right above us.
I freeze in a protective fighting stance. And also, how come all the same beasties are always in my first game and second game? Why does it have to be giant spiders? Why God?
The hell, man? Is your
You and Chris Perkins just think a lot alike, I guess.
I'm gonna have to start watching your show and altering my storyline so it doesn't coincide. Do you
It
guys?
bodes ill for me because that last time that happened, Maribel died to a plant monster.
How do you guys feel about the 20-foot by 10-foot spider?
So it's in front of where we would sail soon?
No, it's like above your ship this instant.
Oh. Well, Trellis, get ready to fire. But not until it drops at us. And I'm getting ready to sun scorch. Anyways, ahead. And get ready to flying kick that,
All right.
you.
So there's talking. That's the response to the spider. As the ship begins or continues to pass underneath it, the whole thing drops out of the trees towards your ship.
We were just passing by.
You were just passing by, but you look so tasty just like that.
But we all had readied actions.
Yeah. But the spider had a readied action as well. So what do we do when everyone's got readied actions against each other?
You roll initiative.
There we
I
go.
guess so. I guess so.
All right. Roll me initiative, y'all.
Darn, why wasn't it a peaceful spider?
There's no such thing as a peaceful spider.
Okay. It goes on 11. So Temriel goes first.
Alright. Above this foresty canopy, I call upon the sun to strike down a beam against it.
Hey, part of the spider is still above the canopy, so go ahead and it just makes a saving throw, right?
It saves for... Yes.
Hey. The spider has a saving throw versus spell of 13, so a 15 passes. It must get below the canopy just in time. You see a beam of light come down, burning its way through leaves and boiling off some water of the river in front of you. Following is Fehana and V at the same time.
I
At
Go
the
ahead.
same time.
No, go ahead. We literally at the same time.
try to kick one of its legs, like break one of its legs.
All right, you're gonna have to do some sort of like bicycle kick in the air to get it because it hasn't quite landed yet. But you are proficient at that, so go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay, awesome.
Ooh.
17?
17 is a hit. You bicycle kick one of its legs.
Awesome.
Roll me
I
some
go
damage.
yay! With like a rebel yell.
Six
damage.
points damage.
And then I get my follow-up punch, right?
Yes, you do. You can kick and punch somehow at the
Kick,
same time.
punch! Kick and punch! Nope, not so punchy.
No, not so punchy. Your fist meets air, while Trellis's...
I draw an arrow and I shoot.
Ooh, you miss the spider, striking the trees above. The spider, lowering itself towards you, spits out a strand of sticky spider web from its bottom part of its abdomen, right at... Which one of you does it go for? Right for Temriel. Temriel, I need you to make me a saving throw versus... Nope, no, it's an attack roll, actually. It strikes you with its sticky strand of web, and it kind of splatters against you and pins one of your arms to the the banister of the ship beside you and pins your legs to the ground, leaving you with one arm free to flail about. This is a non-magical web. And we roll initiative for next round. $10, $8, $12. Well, 8 goes first. Tamriel, you are stuck in this nasty, sticky-ass web.
Let's
8,
see.
12, 18. Oh my god. Ugh.
Foolish
Never
spider.
going.
I do not need the use of my limbs to call upon the sun. Sun scorch again.
Ooh. Do you really not need somatic components for Sunscorch?
Wait, let's see. Oh, it's somatic. I have one arm. Is that good enough?
No, you need both arms to use any somatic components. Yeah.
Oh, you could do it with one.
No.
Look up this spell.
Alright, while he is going, Anna, take your turn.
Alright, I struggle.
I'm just trying to break this leg. I'm just kicking and punching.
Alright. Kick puncher it is.
Kick,
I,
punch,
wait, I didn't get my second shot.
Oh, you didn't. I am so sorry. Make your second attack roll while Behana kick punches.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Bam! 7 damage to that thing.
All right, you strike the limb that Behana had already kick punched, and it actually falls off the spider and lands on the deck beside you.
Haha!
Just 1 leg out of 8?
Out of 8. In the meantime, Behana kicks it as well. That's
I kick another leg.
right, different leg this time.
You will lose all of your legs.
For 7 damage, right. Okay.
What? Yeah.
No, that was,
That was me.
no. What is your damage there, Behana?
It will be 6,
Right.
and then a punch.
Miss.
My arms are just kind of flaily right now.
Well, it's
They're
pretty-
more like pump up the action, like this, as opposed to actually punching. They're just winding up. It's like, yeah, like an old cartoon.
Figured out my turn.
All right. What is your turn?
I'm going to pull my arm really hard to break out of the web.
You're gonna just struggle to get out of the web.
Yes.
All right. You weren't kidding. You are going to struggle. What is your strength score?
14.
All right. Creatures with 13 to 17 strength can break through 1 foot of web per round. So it's just kind of pinned you to this deck, so you can. I think you can successfully struggle. Yeah, I think you can struggle all the way out at this round. It wasn't a very strong pin on you. All right.
Great. With just the arm or everything?
No, with both your arm and your leg, you can struggle out. But there's still
Nice.
like the sticky mass of web behind you against the edge of the ship. The spider goes for its turn and turns its abdomen in the direction of Trellis, shooting out another glob of stickiness at you.
Can I
It's an attack
block
roll.
it?
No, you cannot block it.
Or
The spider
run away?
strikes you with its sticky web across your chest, and it's pinning your bow back towards the ship, and it's pinning your chest to a barrel. So you're just kind of like globbed like this, and on top of that, your bow is now completely stuck.
Dang it.
And we roll initiative.
Can I throw my... Wait, I didn't get a shot from this last turn.
No, because the spider went before you.
Oh, okay. So I can't like throw my dagger or anything. I'm just completely...
No, you're
stuck?
completely struggled. What's your strength score? Is it between 13 and 17?
Let me like...
Was it 13 or higher, I should say?
Strength is 14.
14? Okay, so you can actually start to break free of the web on your turn.
Okay.
You can break free of the web entirely, but your gear is still going to be stuck. Your bow will be
Wait,
stuck.
so do I get to strength out of it this round then?
Yeah, you can strength out of it at the end of this round, but your bow will be stuck, and it'll take a full round to get your bow out. We lost Trump, though.
Come back! Trumpy, come back!
Trellis, move away from your microphone a little bit, and Anna, sit up higher. Go that way, Trellis. Yeah, there we go. Now we're all still in frame. Perfect.
Awesome. Whose turn is it now, Neil?
It is Initiative's turn. I think Temriel must have gotten himself restuck in the webs.
Wait, no. It's not initiative because I still have to roll for strength to get out of the.
You actually don't even need to roll. You can just
Oh.
auto break out. You're good.
Sure. So I'm broken out now.
Yeah.
That was my turn.
Right, that was your turn, just breaking out.
Okay, and then my bow though.
Your bow will take a separate round to get out.
Okay, so I have to fight with another weapon.
Right.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
my initiative, Neil.
6 is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Trellis, what is your initiative going to be?
Let me do this. 8.
Behana goes first.
Trump's computer decided to restart and update, so he'll be here in a minute.
Restart and update.
Oh, nasty.
But Fehana criticals the spider. It has lowered itself close enough to the deck now that you don't even have to jump kick anymore.
Neil, what does it look like right now? Because I kicked one of its legs off, and now I'm kicking its other leg. What's it doing?
It's got the one missing leg. The other one is clearly broken, like, in the wrong spot. So it's lowered itself. It's standing on its 3 back legs. It's the 2 front legs that have been destroyed. And it was on its back legs and had its abdomen coming out underneath it to shoot goo at you. So I think now, how would you like to land this critical hit on this 20-foot spider?
I want to kick it in its spider belly.
Well, that is exactly where you criticaled it. Please roll me double damage.
Awesome.
And the spider passes its saving throw versus death.
9.
Nice. The spider lets out a shrill shriek as you kick it in the belly, which you see kind of forcibly expends some more web, but instead of shooting out in a proper, like, directed stream at something, it kind of, like, globs onto the ground.
I did mention,
hisses.
I did mean to mention that I would get out of the way of that
Right.
during the kicking.
Yeah.
And then I also punch it in another leg.
Ooh.
That guy gets a +2 to hit. I never hit my punches. But this time,
This time you do. All right. And roll your punch damage, please.
hello, I rolled it.
4 damage.
4.
Fantastic. The spider is badly beaten. You've broken another one of its legs. Its abdomen is clearly reeling from the damage.
You get the sense that Fehana has fought a giant spider before. She's just like, ha, 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 ha.
Trellis, it is your turn, and Temriel, roll us initiative.
I take my Sapara since my bow is alright. Unsheath my Sapara, and then I go to slice one of its legs off.
Right.
A
13.
fresh leg or a leg that I've been beating on?
A leg that you've been beating on.
Okay.
Your sword comes clattering against the side of the leg, but the leg moves with the blade, gets a little bit cut, but no serious damage. Spider is up to your tricks, and it actually goes before Temriel.
And then I get my bow out this time, right?
No, that'll take like a full round to get your bow free from the web.
No, I mean I get it out this turn, so next turn I can use it.
That would take an action for the round. Like, instead of attacking with your sword, you could get your bow out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The spider goes next. It launches itself towards Trellis. Its big fangs reaching for the back of her neck as she moves for the bow, and sinks its teeth into you. You take You take 12 points of damage and make me a saving throw versus poison. Rather.
It's just a D20, right?
Yep, and you want it to be equal to or higher than.
Then my poison
Right.
thing. Okay. Ha! I'm saved!
All right. You still take the 12 points of damage. Temriel, it is your turn.
Okay, unstuck. I go ahead and charge it with my mace. Take a swing at it.
Right. Roll the hit. 17 is a hit.
Yeah.
8 points of damage. Woo! You hit it in the center of its carapace. It cracks open. Yellow and green juices begin to flow from it. The spider twitches almost uncontrollably, and we roll initiative into the next round.
Does it make any noises? That's what I thought giant spiders would sound like. Oh, that wasn't initiative. That was my attack. Sorry.
I grab my bow out this round, so I don't really need to roll then.
Right.
That's my real initiative. Dang!
Wow! Alright, you definitely go
Dang.
first there.
That's my kick. Haha!
Oh my. You do critical the spider.
Is it then 2d6?
Yes, it is. 2D whatevers.
Yeah. Bam!
Oh my.
Holy
Hey!
cow, I'm on fire.
Maximum damage.
Literally on fire.
Literally hot dice. Misscliks hotness.
Alright, you kick the spider square in the upper part of the abdomen. It tumbles backwards off the edge of the ship and begins to fall into the water.
No, you fool! Catch it! I quickly said.
Can I use-
try to try to pull the spider back on the ship?
How heavy is the spider?
Really, really heavy.
It's kind of trying to tip off the boat, right? So I'm just
Yeah.
trying to make sure it doesn't tip.
Alright, the two of you both make me strength checks.
Me
If
too?
you're if you're going to try and help him keep it on the ship.
Okay, I'll help him.
Keep the spider on the ship.
Actually pretty
Can
good.
I do that and get my bow out or no?
No, you're prioritizing one action over the other.
Okay.
Which one are you doing?
I'm getting my bow out.
Okay. 27 and 26 combined is a 53. I can do math. And you guys do manage to keep the spider from tilting all the way off the ship and bring it back on, kind of sliding in its own puddle of greenish, yellowish ooze onto the ship. Its legs are kind of spasming uncontrollably on its back.
I'm like holding one leg and I'm like, what did you want this for?
Well, wouldn't it be a nice pet?
I look at it and say, I don't think so.
I think it would be a nice pet.
Then do with it what you wish.
Going to reanimate the giant spider.
Yeah,
That's
I have it
awesome.
Prepared.
That's awesome.
Well, you wanted a magic bear. Will this do instead?
Yes, this will do.
Okay.
This can be my magic bear. In fact, the spider's name is Bear. Little known fact.
Fantastic. Okay. Your guide comes out of hiding, poking his head around. Ooh.
A lot of help you were. Jeez.
Hey, you guys are the ones that do all the fighting. I just know the way around the mountains. Forgot to mention there are big spiders in these woods.
Ah, well, that is very fortunate for us.
Yeah. And giant wolves. And, some other nasty things. Two-headed dogs with a poisonous bite. Boars that, like a werewolf, but with a boar, a wereboar. They're pretty peaceful creatures, though. They don't really like to handle people too much. But if you piss them off, they've definitely got a boar's temper. There used to be a wyvern around here until some people came through and killed it a while back. Yeah.
Hopefully we run into one of those wolves. I
Yeah.
believe it would be a better fighter than this spider.
So,
Did you reanimate it already?
With that said, I am going to start casting Animate Dead.
you don't have anything else animated right now?
I do not.
Is there a maximum you can have animated at one time?
I don't, but I think there should be. Anyways, it says number of hit dice. I can do creatures with more than 1 plus hit dice.
Ooh, are you at... No, this has 8 plus 8 hit die, so you'd need to be level 9 to animate it.
8 plus 8?
Yeah, 8 hit die plus 8 HP.
Oh, that's good, since creatures with more than 1 plus hit dice. So 8 is at my exact limit.
Creatures with more than 1 plus hit dice are animated. The number is determined by the monster's hit dice. Oh, so you're level 8 then.
I'm 7, but I can go plus 1, right?
Why can you go plus 1?
If creatures with more than 1 plus hit dice. 1 plus hit, so that would be creatures with more than...
They're determined by the monster's hit dice. So, like a creature that's 1 plus... So I think they're saying... You can animate a monster by the number of hit dice it has, and it has 8 hit dice.
Let's see... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nuts.
And since it would be a zombie, it would be as if it were 1 level higher, so it would be 9 hit dice needed to... Yeah. So you can't quite animate this creature. You try to cast the spell, but it just doesn't take on the giant spider.
Dang it.
Bah.
I wanted the spider pet. Feel let down. I see that it doesn't work and let go of the leg I was holding, and the spider just kind of like teeters slowly and just...
Mm-hmm.
You guys continue sailing up the river, and I get perception checks from the party.
You sure can, Neil.
Oh.
Ooh. I have a hawk's eye.
Yeah, you do.
I think I see something.
So, Trump and Trellis, or Temril and Trellis, you notice something moving off in the woods on the right side of the river, on the right side of the boat. When you point it out, Fehana, you catch a glimpse that these others don't of a diminutive creature dressed in green. It's maybe about 2 feet tall, with a greenish hat, and then it's gone from a tree to a bush.
I tell Temriel, I believe someone see us from the forest. A small green person.
Well, I will see nothing other than a ship traveling down a river. Let us continue.
As you say.
As you continue sailing upriver, which is slow going, this thing continues to dart from bush to behind a tree, then kind of farther away so it can keep staying in the shadows. Everyone go ahead and give me another perception check to see if you can make out any more information on it.
Does it look like it could be a kobold?
Kobolds don't usually wear clothing.
Oh, that's right.
Especially green hats.
Oh.
It's a little a little strange for a kobold to wear.
My eyes are looking hazy right now.
Yeah, you can.
Can I help you? I shout over the ship.
So Trump and Fehana, Temril and Fehana, you spot a little more detail of this creature. It's wearing a green vest, has a feather in its little green cap, and a red beard, and a pipe, which is upside, like a long wooden pipe, which it has upside down. And it's got a little walking stick. And it kind of just keeps darting from bush to bush, clearly shadowing the boat, keeping an eye on you.
Can I roll some sort of check to see if I have any idea what kind of creature or person this could be?
You No. I don't think you've seen enough detail for your character to make a check like that, but if you have any ideas as a player, you can go ahead and voice them.
I think it's a leprechaun.
It's moving really quickly, like unnaturally fast for something that is 2 feet tall.
I've heard the tales of a little green-capped person who guards a pot of gold. I think it's that.
Ah, I too have heard this legend. It usually appears at the end of rainbows.
You hear a voice coming from the other side of your ship saying, "Nata! You'll never find me! I'm not a leprechaun!" From the backside of your ship.
I run to the backside of the ship.
Give me a perception check.
Ah.
You
Not so good.
scour, you see some bushes moving, but it's probably just the wind. You don't see any leprechauns over there, or any green people moving about.
Well,
Oh, you're muted, V.
there. I actually go up to Trellis and I start tending to that nasty bite. I cast Horizon. Take 1 hit point back.
Thank you.
I keep just looking to see if I can see this thing, but I also mentioned to Trellis that maybe a bow is in order.
I get my bow ready.
The voice again comes from the opposite side of your ship. What would you do that for? Put that down! You can poke an eye out!
I aim it at him.
That's ridiculous! What are you doing? Stop that!
What are you doing is the question. I draw it back.
I'm warning you!
I wait for their go-ahead to shoot.
I say, come to where we can see you.
Right! With that arrow aimed at me, what do you think I am? A bombadil?
I motion to Trellis to kind of like lower her bow.
I lower it just a bit. I just like bring it down.
Okay. The bushes kind of stop shaking. Your ship is still moving upriver unless you stop it, just so I know, so you know. And kind of stepping out from behind one of these bushes are 4 identical creatures. They have green vests with gold buttons, little green cap, a small one, with a big feather coming out of it, this little walking stick that goes down to a point at one end and has a big brass ball at the other, the same red beard, the same kind of freckles all over their face, a crooked nose, big ears, and that long upside-down pipe that is still burning and smoking. In the other hand, they each had a blue flask with some sort of webbing around it. A large blue flask, like a Rillimeyer flask.
Who are you?
I am Gibli. This is my wood. What are you doing here?
I look to Temriel to see what we would tell these people.
I hear you have a dragon problem.
Don't be ridiculous. Dragons are never a problem for us. They can't fit in our holes.
Well, we are here to just pass by to go seek out the dragon.
You know, you could use a little more exercise.
I do not require it, for I am already dead.
Nonsense. You're not dead. I can see it in the wrinkles around your eyes. You're full of life. Your hair could be washed, though. Looks like it hasn't been washed in a century. Or millennia. Or a millennia and a half. Really long, and you should untangle those brambles out of it.
I suppose.
I look at them and I say, "What makes this your wood?"
I control the spiders. It's my woods.
Ah,
Would
the
you like
spider.
another spider?
If you would have the spiders help us, maybe
Help you how? Why should
with
I
the
help
dragon problem.
you? The dragon's not my problem.
But it probably eats your spiders.
All the better. Get them out of my hair.
What?
So, you foolish people, he says as two of these creatures run and jump and land on the edge of your ship, on the banister. Where are we
Two
going?
more?
No, the two of the ones on
Okay.
the ground that are walking alongside, like speed walking along, pop up onto the ship, and then start to walk around the ship, looking in at things and looking around for things.
I just keep a close eye on them. We're just sailing, so I'm kind of like, we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, I make sure I keep a foot on the hold. It's not very nice to board a ship without permission.
It's not very nice to enter someone's house without permission, and yet here you are.
A wood cannot be a house. You can have a house in a wood.
Well, that's ridiculous. If this is your house, and it's made of wood, then you
This
have
is
a
a
house in a
boat.
wood. It's not a
This is
houseboat.
a boat, not a house.
It's not a houseboat.
Nope.
If you sleep on it, isn't it a houseboat?
Nope. It is a boat with beds on it.
Doesn't that make it a houseboat?
No.
One of the creatures comes up to Trellis and starts tugging on your pant leg and starts like reaching for your belt.
I shake him loose and away from me. And then I point my arrow so close to his face.
It quickly
What are you
scuttles.
doing?
Hey, I was just looking around what you got. Don't be mean. Don't be for nasty.
Get out of my area.
Oh
Thank
my. You're a cranky one. What about you? It comes over towards Fehana and starts tugging on your pants and starts to crawl up your leg.
I do a spin kick and fling it off.
It tumbles off the side of the boat, kind of lands in against a tree, and with a poof, disappears into nothingness.
I did not expect this.
Did it die?
I do not know.
The other one on the boat and one of them on the shore at this time also poof into just nothingness, while the other one just kind of fades from sight. Kind of just... the voice continues, though, in that same annoying pitch and cadence. So, where are we going today? Where's the dragon? I mean, I know he's up on top of the mountain, but what are you doing with him?
I look at Trellis and Tamriel and I ask, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Never.
You know, I'm standing right here. It's not nice to talk about me as if I'm not around.
What do you want?
Oh, just a little conversation.
Similar to one that you told me about, one Bruno.
Bruno? That's a name I haven't heard in a century. Do you know Bruno? Biggest ogre I've ever seen. 3 huge eyes and a big pot belly.
Oh, I have met this Bruno.
Unfortunately not around anymore.
Come on, guys. You're no fun. Don't you want to play? You're all business.
I
You're
cast
so boring.
Horizon on Trellis.
You gain another HP, Trellis.
I
You don't
asked
want to have any fun? You don't want
I
to
asked-
play?
I ask what game he wants to play.
Well, the game of life.
What
First
did you
game of
cast
life.
on me?
How do you get up the river? That's the question. How do you get up the river?
No, I cast Horizon, so you gain 1 health. Oh, it's I know the answer to this one. We sail up it.
That is such a boring answer. It says everything about you as a person.
I get down like closer to it and I say, you cannot sail up a river. Rivers flow side to side.
Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, she's caught on. What about you, huh? You with the protective pants.
What about me?
Well, how do you get up a river?
The same way she just said, and I snicker.
Boring, boring. You two are boring. You guys continue to sail up the river. Your guide has kind of just like sunken into a little ball near where the steering wheel is, and is gazing out, really creeped out at this little creature who continues to. I guess you can't see him anymore, but he continues to assail you with conversation of the most irritating kind, asking you nonsensical questions and calling you incredibly boring if you refuse to play along or.
As soon
act
as
out
he
with them.
says incredibly boring, I tune him out in my head.
Do you go to your happy place?
I go to my happy place.
What is Trellis's happy place?
Trellis's happy place is looking out on the river at a sunset.
Sounds a lot like V's happy place.
It's perfect.
I don't repay the creature any heed. I'm focused on my task of healing Trellis back up.
Another 20 feet up the river or so, and you see a giant spider begin to descend on the river. It kind of lowers itself by a web facing you.
I ask the little guy and say, could you make sure this spider does not attack us?
Maybe if you guys weren't so boring,
I played riddles with you.
and your friends are dumb.
You're dumb.
You're dumb!
You're dumb.
You're dumb!
I pump fake him.
I don't know what that is.
It's like when you look like you're gonna hit somebody, like in football, you know, where you
Okay,
go one side
gotcha.
to the other.
The spider wriggles its limbs towards you guys as you approach it.
I get ready and I even look glad for the entertainment.
I immediately snap out of my thoughts and I grab my bow and draw it back towards the spider.
Okay. The ship sails forward, and the bow of your ship, just passes through the spider.
Whoa.
And the ship just kind of like moves through, including you guys. And as you pass through it, there's a bit of a shiver that runs down your spine.
As we're passing through it, I try to kick, like, half-heartedly kick something.
It's just air. You pass through to the other side, and again, calling out from somewhere around you. The voice keeps changing. Sometimes it's above you, sometimes it's on one side of the boat, sometimes it's on the other. But it calls out saying, well, you've sufficiently bored me to death. I'm dead now.
You're dumb!
It goes silent. You guys continue sailing up the river, eventually getting to a point where enough tributaries have peeled off that the boat can no longer go upriver, for it is resting on the bottom of the riverbed. You will have to disembark, hike the rest of the way through the forest, and then climb the mountain. But I also think it's our time for break. But also, since you guys are at the base of Ice Cap and you're just about to climb it, and the big red dragon is on the top of the mountain, I think we should probably end a little early today because Albert's not here, and it would be most unfortunate to play out the end of this major story arc without Albert present. So I am sorry to say, but we're going to have to end an hour early today, guys. But we will all be back next week on the 22nd of November in order to see the end of this. We'll all be here, right? We don't have Thanksgiving plans that are going to get in the way.
No. We'll be here.
Hmm.
Can you be here, Trump?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. So on that note, why don't we give some shout-outs and head out. I'll start it off. We've got Dicing with Death tomorrow, and Hardcore Heroes the day after, and then Hardcore Heroes 2 days after that, and then Age of Strife, and then Shenanigans, and just a crap ton of D&D over on twitch.tv/Koibu, as we do every week, but this week there's a lot. We already had Age of Strife this morning and Misscliks today. I think there's like 8 D&D shows this week. So swing on by, and we'll do some fun stuff. That's it for me.
Awesome.
I'll go next.
Yeah.
Pass.
Wait, you just
Oh
said
my
I'll go
gosh, you're
next.
so edgy. Okay, I'll go. I have Twitch weekly every Friday, including this Friday. That's at 1 p.m. on twitch.tv/Twitch. And I'm not traveling, so yay. So hopefully I'll be streaming on my own channel, at least some during this holiday season.
Yay.
So hope to see you there.
And I will be doing a lot of creative on my channel, glass art, and of course, looking at my daily sunsets when they appear. And you can follow me on Snapchat and Instagram because I always update stories, and anybody can look at them. So yay!
Yay!
All right, guys. This has been Misscliks D&D Seaborn. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.